How's it going, everybody? This isn't going to work. I mute that. There we go. That's for later. Oh shit! What's up, guys? I'm having technical issues. I'm trying to do something. Mute that so I don't have the double thing. Let's see. Shut around camera. Camera do I want to use? That's not working. Anyway, how's it going, guys? Tony, Auto Salvage, Tom, Twisted Mopar. See, Eric's in here first time for Ikuda, Twisted Mopar Garage. What do you say? Call me IT guy. So what's going on tonight, guys? It was an eventful day yesterday. If y'all watched the videos from yesterday, you see all the fun I had yesterday. And I was trying to get. Let me see if I can do this again. See if I can get this going this time. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go to camera. There we go. Now I got it working right. Okay, there's that. I'll go back. Oh, son of a bitch. I hate this thing. I really do. I hate technology. I really, really fucking hate technology. Really do. Go settings, camera. I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. Why isn't that one working? Front, back. Done. Okay. Back out of here. Access settings. Start cam. There we go. Mute. Okay, and enter studio. Boom. Okay. Okay, now I'm not having technical difficulties. Let's see. Solo layout. Okay. So let's go over and take a look at some stuff. They're ready. Okay, now, as you can tell from the name on this, it's the truck. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, I'm going to post all kinds of videos, pictures of it. We'll go around and around and around. A long way around, a long bit. Oh shit. Which, you know what's ridiculous? You know how much it's going to cost? Like $300 on eBay. It's ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous. So, if you're wondering, the special guest, Bill, better because all the wiring out of it. Y'all seen some of the other things. Here's the wiring mess that I pulled out of this thing. Now I'm gonna have to redo that uh, the whole wiring harness. So back up here, and we'll switch back out. And remove from stream. There we go. And then I can get out of this now. Okay, so we walked around the truck and looked at it. Now I'm back at the computer where I can see everything. JB's here. Frankenstein's here. Frankenstein, I'm sorry, but Red will walk that C20. I'm sorry. It's all in good fun though, right? Deborah's here. JB's here. Jason's here. Let's see. Yeah, everybody's here tonight. So what are we talking about tonight? Let's talk about the ride home and Pale Horse. So we go down there. Y'all seen the video. Me and Bruce go down there and take a look at the truck, and it starts and runs just fine. But well, now before he started, I'm like, "Well, you've been daily driving this, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I'm planning on driving it back to Memphis." He says, "Oh, well, it just has open headers." I was like, "What do you mean just open headers? You've been daily driving it." "Yeah, but I just drive it around town. It ain't no big deal." So I crawl underneath it, and sure enough, it's just right there at the headers, wide open. I'm like, "Oh my God, this is going to be a long drive home." Sure shit it was. What's up, Philip? Hey, and LP94 is here. I can't remember your name. You'd have to tell me. Sorry, I'm horrible with names. But anyway, so I'm like, fuck it. And I knew the wiring was bad. I didn't know how bad it was, but I knew the wiring was bad. I was like, I can fix it. No big deal. And it's got an HEI distributor on it. Yeah, it works, but it's a Chevy distributor. And so I'm going through it all. I'm going through everything, and today I just got upset at it and started ripping wires out and getting mad because it's too far gone. I'm going to have to rebuild the whole harness. Or I'm hoping to see if I can find a harness for it. But as of right now, I'm just going to have to build a harness for it. And there's something goofy about the brakes. They work, but it's like 3/4 pedal until the brakes start going, and they're really not all there. And the guy said he replaced all the brakes. So either there's a crimp line, or he didn't bleed them right. He may not have bench bled the master cylinder. Still got air in it, because those are a bitch if you don't bench blade them. So tomorrow after work, I'm going to jack it up and pull the wheels off, because it looks like at least the front calipers are new. Those look pretty new. So maybe put calipers on it, and he didn't put brake pads on it, which would be weird. But, just have to look at it. It's got brake fluid in it, hadn't been leaking. Philip, wiring ain't bad. Just one at a time. Just one goes here, one goes there, one goes here. It's pretty easy. What's up, Rich? So, driving back that loud ass truck, gave me a hell of a headache. I had to keep the window down because the exhaust fumes were coming up in the cab. Every time I'd roll up the window to light a cigarette or something, it just choked me out because the transfer case shifter isn't sealed to the floor, and the header's right there next to it, so it's blowing exhaust right up into the truck. But I mean, it didn't walk around and wander and all that stuff. It just, thank you.
Anything else?
No, it just cruised on down the road just fine. So, and getting up underneath it today. Now the kid put a 360 out of an '01 in the truck, so it's a Magnum motor. Um, and I'm not sure why, but he disconnected those 4x4 trucks. They have an air actuated front locking differential where you're for locking the hubs. Um, and for some reason, he took the vacuum lines off it and capped it. Doesn't make any sense. You can't really have four wheel drive without that system. So I'm gonna have to figure all that out and figure out where to get the vacuum for it. The transfer case, he put a new transfer case in. It's a 241 that came stock in those, and it has a 203 or 205. I can't remember. It's the cast iron one. It's the stronger one, a little higher geared than because 241's. I know I'm boring y'all probably, but the 241 has a 276 gear, and 203 has a 1.96 gear. So it's not quite as low, but you do have the granny low in that truck, so you really don't need that super grunt, I guess. You can still get out of what you need to get out of when you put it down in that granny low, which is a 4.76 first gear. So anyway, but the transmission's leaking. The the transfer case is leaking. I need to get the front drive shaft cut down because the 203 is a little longer than what the 241 is. So I got to have that cut down. So what I plan on doing is getting the truck wired correctly so it doesn't burn to the ground, and then getting a new intake on it because there's a crack right there by where the thermostat's at. It's a nice little crack right there, right in the water jacket. So, and it's a speed hut intake manifold. So I'm gonna get a probably just an Edelbrock air gap like I got on red. Put one of those on it, and I gotta get a new distributor for it because I hate those HEIs. And what I'm thinking is since uh, the EFI for the truck. Oh look, oh wrong way. Neighbor's dogs. They're here to eat, but it does everything that the MSD will do. So I'll pull the MSD out of red and put it in pale horse. With a new distributor on it and a new coil. Hopefully it ran pretty good. Get it run a little better. But then get exhaust put on it, and then take it over here to the 4-wheel shop and have them cut the drive line down, fix the leaks in the transmission and the transfer case, and redo the front drive shaft. And then the thing should be, 100%. So I'll probably have $7,000 in the truck by the time I'm done with it. I keep telling myself, well, all these issues are with it, but the frame is not rusted. It is not cracked up there by the steering box like a lot of them do. A lot of them crack right there at the steering box, especially 4-wheel drives. And the body is in good shape. There's no real big rust. There's not even, I crawled underneath it and, like, uh, Copperhead, Copperhead, the floorboards were gone in it. Well, this one, floorboards are still good. So it's essentially rust free. There's a little surface rust here and there, but, like anything else. So the frame, the body, it's all good. The motor's in good shape. Transmission's in good shape. It just needs some seals, I think. And the transfer case, well, it should be in good shape because it ran 80 mile an hour down coming home. So all that stuff should be good. So I don't think I did a bad deal. It's just going to take me a while to get all these little things taken care of. Okay, Tony. Yeah, this is 205. See, I'm not big on the transfer cases. I've been trying to learn. I've been doing my research. I've only had one other 4-wheel drive truck, and that was Betty. And I kicked myself for getting rid of Betty. Betty needed a rebuild real bad, though. That motor was freaking tired. It was. I think the 318 in 1992 was what, 216 horse or something like that. I think that truck maybe had 100 and a half on a good day. All right, Eric, order me some too. I had spaghetti. Oh yeah, you can get a new one for 70, 80 grand. Actually, the one I want's 123, but I want the TRX. So that's what I've seen them for. But now that I've ranted for 15, 20 minutes about the new truck, let me post the link. And if anybody wants to jump in, you're more than welcome to jump in on the live. Paste there, and then we'll go pin. There we go. Okay, so that's pinned up and ready to go. If anybody wants to come in to talk about their experiences, or I can tell you a little more about the truck. I don't know much more than what I've already told you, though. I do know it has a Dyna 44 front and a 9 1/4 rear end, and it's got 355 gears in it. So after I get it running, then the next thing is to buy a trailer, because Pale Horse is going to be pulling Red to No Name. And I'm going to see if I can find a camper top too for it, so I can sleep inside in the bed, get a mattress and a camper top. I think I'll be set. And I might get me a little Honda generator, one of those nice quiet ones. That'd be nice for No Name. See what else is going on. I'm waiting on the fuel pump for Red. I might start working on Red this week and putting the after work, of course, but start putting the EFI on Red and retiring the carburetor. Yes, they have. I bought mine for $100 a foot, the first one I had, and now you can't hardly touch them for under like 36, 37. So, hey, 6%. What is 6%? Oh, okay. I missed that. 6% recycling. How's it going? I just saw the 6%. Yeah, I've seen them. Rich, I've seen them for 120, 130. So, yeah, they're freaking ridiculous. The only thing I'm hoping is that the that new Hellcat motor's in. The last call is in. So I've been watching the Hellcat motors, and they're dropping. So once they get down under 10, I'm going to go ahead and buy one for Copperhead. Yeah, that happens with those. Paid $4,000 for it. Anything under $4,000 was, heck, at the prices that I was looking for trucks around the area within decent driving distance. I could probably sell red right now for $20,000 because heck, even like trucks in the state that Copperhead's in now, taken apart, no motor, no transmission, just a roller, they're wanting $2,000 for it. And these Ram trucks in the last 2 years have just shot up, ridiculous. When I bought my 81, I paid $900 for it. It was slant six, four speed overdrive with no dents in it. Ran like a champ. Actually, I put a carburetor on that. Yeah, I bought a new carburetor put on it, but it ran good enough. Paid $900 for it. Drove it everywhere. Ran like a damn champ. Now you can't hardly find anything but a fender for $1,000. Oh, trucks are getting expensive. So I'd say if you want a Dodge truck right now, especially the 80s and into 93, better go ahead and buy it now because they're going up like freaking the stock market. Now, see, the next generation Rams are cheap right now. You can get, what I call the fall apart Rams because every single dash and all those first gen or what they second gen Rams, right? Yeah, they're second gen Rams. Their dashboards are made out of cardboard. Rich, you say that my brother-in-law actually blew up the one in that green truck because it had a small water leak on it, and he just kept putting water in. It was wintertime. He froze the block and blew the head gasket, cracked the block. Beautiful, just fucking beautiful. Yes, it has a 2001 Magnum engine in it. Because the Magnums went from 90. See, what was it? The 318 Magnum was 94. Yeah, and the 360 Magnum was 95. And they went until 2000. Somebody might have to correct me. I think it was 3 was the first year of the Hemi. Buying the cheap ones up. Heck, when I went down to old boy's house, he had probably 6 cabs, 4 or 5 frames, and he was working on a 62 1-ton in his garage, 4-door 1-ton with a welder on it. So I told Bruce, I said, this is what my house would look like if I had property. I'd have shit thrown all over the damn place. But yeah, I'm really enjoying these lives. Like I said, if anybody wants to get on here, we wide open. So since I don't see Bruce in here, let me text him and say, hey, by the way, I went live. Because he said he wanted to jump on the live tonight. Y'all can see Bruce, and he's close to it. He the good thing is he's got Vida with him now, which is his daughter, and she's big on Instagram, TikTok. So she's getting him to do videos now. So he should be doing more videos now, putting those up. So hopefully I can kick him in the ass and he can sign up for No Name. because he's like, I don't know if I have the truck ready. I keep telling him I went to No Name last year without red, and I had a blast. So even if your truck's not ready by then, it doesn't matter. Going to No Name is the most important thing. Oh yeah, yeah, Eric. Used car prices are freaking insane. I know I asked you this previous, but wonder when you're getting your merch going. There's been kind of a hiccup on that, so I won't get into it. Hey NSB, how's it going? Been a little hiccup on it. I'm thinking maybe this next week. Maybe. I got to find out. Yeah, see, I mean, it doesn't matter. I guess he's worried about. Well, it's what I don't even know what I paid. I just paid it. What was the entry fee this year? $90. It was 85 last year. It was $90 this year or something. I don't know. I just paid it. He could, John could have charged $300, and I would have been like, all right, I'm paying it. It don't matter. 82.50. Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember, but I just paid it. It didn't matter. But I told him I guess he's worried about because a spectator ticket's like $35 for the weekend, and it's $85 or whatever to get in on it. So he's worried about losing that money. I'm like, dude, shut up. It's just money. Do you need me to pay for it if you're so worried about the damn money? Heck, like I told work, I'm just not going to be here. I am not going to be here these days. Y'all just deal with it. If for some reason I don't have the time off work, I'll just take time off without pay. I can do that. They'll get over it. Because that's all I'm really focused on this year is going to No Name again. Because it was such a blast last year. And hopefully because that's supposed to ship next Monday. So I'm hoping to get everything ready, all lines running and everything. And when the fuel pump comes in, I can put it in, hook my lines up, plug in my wires, and go vroom, and tie down the battery. Ha, funny joke. I made it on myself. But see, I'm almost at sick days too, Tom. But it doesn't matter. I mean, if I don't have leave and I don't have sick time, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going. And they already know that. I told them at the beginning of the year when John announced it. When I found out the dates, I told my boss, I said, I will not be here the next day. I went and told him, I said, I will not be here from this time to this time. I will not be available. Sorry, it ain't happening. Because I plan on showing up at No Name Wednesday afternoon around noon. And I'm going to leave Skelton probably, what did I leave last time? About 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. So that's when I'm at Skelton. And if something happens and I'm testing red and the bottom blows out of it, he's still going on a trailer and he will still be at No Name. Even and if I can't get Pale Horse going, I'll tow in the Jeep. We'll come up in the Jeep. Eric, people bring those to you and they get paid for it. It's kind of nice. You don't even have to leave your house. And heck, you don't even really have to talk to people anymore. You can get on the computer, order you a pizza, and they will leave it on your front doorstep. You never have to see the person. My luck was they did that. The animals that run around my neighborhood would eat all my pizza. Well, I mean, I got other events I want to go to this year. They do a Cars and Coffee every third Saturday of the month up in Jackson. Kind of planning if I can swing it. I'd like to get a 323 gear chunk for red and swap out the 391s for the 323s and drive up to Jackson with it. Because those 391 gears, these trucks don't like to go fast with 391 gears. They top out pretty quick. Even though, what Pale Horse has 355 gears in it, and I was trying to make myself go deaf in the last little leg, and I was doing 80 miles an hour, 75, 80 mile an hour at 3,100 RPMs or whatever. Freaking rolling. Yeah, Colleen, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't have any real big events. They do a big event down in Tunica, which is 20 minutes down the road, where the casinos are at. William goes to it every year. It's like, I want to say it's the end of August, middle of August, end of August, something like that. He goes, and I'm getting eat up by mosquitoes. I'm not smoking crack. Mosquitoes are eating me alive, and I'm itching. See, what else is going on in chat? So we're doing pretty good. We topped out about 21 tonight. It's only 30 minutes in. Yeah, but I got 28-inch tires. I got, Red runs a 28-inch tire with 391 gears. I don't like to push it more than about 2,500 RPMs on the highway. I really don't. So that puts me at about 55, 60 mile an hour, ass poking along. And at normal highway speed, Jackson is an hour and a half away. That's 70, 80 miles an hour. So since the event starts at 8, I would probably have to leave my house about 5:30 in the morning. And then we can get home until 2:30, 3 o'clock at night or in the afternoon. But if I put 323s in, I could run 70 mile an hour all day long. 70, 75 at 2,500 RPMs. Just flying down the highway with it. Probably still be able to downshift and break the tires loose. And that's some more things before I go to Skelton that I have to get for red. I need to get cow tracks. I need to get a roll bar. And see, what else was I going to get for it before? There's 3 things I was going to get for red. Oh, I got to get harnesses. That's right. And harnesses for it. So those are the 3 things that red needs. And I need a helmet again. So I need to buy me a helmet here soon. No, come on, we're running out of shit to talk about. I've talked about everything I have to talk about. I mean, we could tell lies and stories, but it is what it is. Wow, things are deteriorating in the house. I want to go to TKX. If I go manual, Tony, I don't understand what you're trying to say here. Let me read again. Oh, here we go.
Hey,
let's add him to the stream.
I don't know if I could keep my phone holding up here. I need something to put my phone up.
Yeah, you need a stand for it.
Yeah.
Everybody say hi to Bruce. This is Bruce from
Hey
Bruce's
guys.
Mopars.
Hey
He's the guy
everybody.
that makes all the cool plaques and stickers and everything else.
I'm trying to use my phone here, so forgive me if I keep getting all jumping all around and
Oh,
everything.
you're fine. You're fine. People have been worse.
I was
So
gonna
if you
go
would have
out
been
on.
on the
I
if you would
was
have been
gonna
on
go
the
out.
beginner
I was
stream,
gonna
you
go
would
out
have
on the
seen.
deck. Do what? Do what, Travis? Sorry, I was talking over
I said
top.
if you would have came in on the beginning, you would have. I did a walk around with the phone with Pale Horse.
Oh, I done seen it.
Oh, okay.
I done heard it too.
Trust me, I heard it for like 3 hours.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, you was rolling there coming down 385 though, or down
Oh yeah,
69.
269. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was
269.
talking about. I was running like 3,200 RPMs, and on the dash cam uh from the Jeep, it was showing we were doing 75, 80 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yep. Hello, everybody.
No, make sure everybody just all at once just tell Bruce he's got to sign up for No Name. We'll do peer pressure.
Man, I'm broke.
Broke is a state of mind.
Yeah. I'm so broke I can't even pay attention.
Sell a kidney or two, you'll be all right.
Yeah. I was gonna go out on the deck and set my phone up out there, but my lawn guy's out there cutting my grass, and
I'm just sitting out here in the carport because it's quieter out here than it is in the house.
yeah.
Always.
I started out there doing it myself because I was kind of PO to him because he didn't show up today.
Mm-hmm.
So I got out there and got the backyard done, and then he shows up. So I guess he's only going to get paid half this time, huh?
Yeah, just pay him half.
Is that how it works?
That's the way it should work.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah, Tony, you'll be impressed with that warlock if he brings it.
Oh, Tony, I'm definitely planning on bringing the warlock.
He just hadn't figured out if he's going to sign up as a contestant or as a spectator.
Yeah. If I bring the warlock, it's going to be a contest. If I drive the Hellcat, it's just going to be a spectator.
I see we need to get you a trailer. You can just put the Hellcat on the trailer and pull it with the warlock.
Yeah. I'd hate to pay for that gas.
Whew. Can't be any worse. I mean, I used what, 3/4 of a tank driving 215 miles.
Oh, that's actually pretty good compared to the warlock. Warlock only gets about 8 miles a gallon.
Yeah, I hadn't quite figured it out.
Hey, I'll be right back. I got somebody
company
here. Be right back.
All right. All right, sounds like Bruce got company. So, yeah, I don't know. Bruce said he was going to try and get that plaque sent off to you, Tony. So, and I give something away this week, but I spent too much money this week. These dogs are going nuts out here. These are neighborhood dogs. Looks like someone's trying to catch their dogs. Oh. Like I said, we do. Next few weeks should be pretty interesting because I'm going to try and get things done on the truck, and I'll be doing videos as I can. And I appreciate everybody that watched the videos and everything with the truck with Pale Horse. You know, and see my frustration. 950 miles. I can't remember. It took me. Well, I was just driving the Jeep, so I wasn't pulling anything. I was rolling, so it took me like an hour and a half to get up there because I'm just in Memphis. So it took me no time to get to Skelton. What's up, Mohawk? You late to the game? Every night, 7 o'clock. Be sharp. Be sharp. Yep. Barrows is pretty far away. And yeah, Tony, you're out there in Arizona. Yeah, I mean, people are coming from ways away. For my sake, I hope they keep it there at Skelton. But I don't know if they will. I don't know if the next year it'll be at Skelton or not. But even if it's not, I will go wherever. I mean, if they're going to do it somewhere else, I'll drive the 2,000 miles to get to No Name next year if I need to. Smoking Ranch, how's it going? He's late to the party too.
Yeah, well.
Y'all just need to move closer to Skelton. That's all it is. If we all just move right around Skelton, then we'll always have it at Skelton.
Yeah, well.
Everybody just move within 2 hours of Skelton, and then we can always have it there.
Are they talking about moving it?
Well, they weren't sure if they were going to have it at Skelton this year or not. Until they announced it, of course. That was last year. That was after the last year's. So, I mean, it's not guaranteed it'll be at Skelton every year, but this year it's going to be at Skelton again.
Okay.
So, hopefully they'll continue the same thing. John was even talking about maybe for the third year, maybe doing 2 different events, a spring and a fall. But who knows? That's all up to John and Dallas if they want to do the extra work, because it's a lot of work for them. They put in a lot of work to get all this stuff done.
No, I'm sure.
So they haven't been too vocal about how busy they've been this year. I think it's a little easier for them this year than it was last year. Because last year was the inaugural. This year, everybody kind of knows it. So it might be just a little easier on them this year getting people. And Bruce shut off his camera. So
sorry about that. Had to take care of something. I'll be right back.
So it's a short Chevelle. Oh. What's up? How's it going? I haven't seen you in one of my lives. Thank you for showing up. Oh, yeah. I mean, let's see, when I was looking for a truck, I actually found a 1-ton wedge bed. It was like a 86 wedge bed, but he was wanting more than I wanted to spend. He was wanting 10 grand for it, and I didn't want to spend 10 grand for it. So Now, see, mine is on the column. My windshield wiper switch on that 90 W150 is on the column. I don't know if it was slow to react for the 2 and 350s, but that one's got it on it. So those switches are kind of easy to come by. What's up, John? How's it going tonight? What was kind of wild was the other day I was out here, and I've been looking for the little screw that holds on the light switch through the dash, and I looked down at my table and it was sitting right there. I was like, "Where'd this come from?" My youngest daughter says, "Oh, I found it over here in the dirt." I was like, "I've been looking for this thing for 3 months." I was so happy. What are you saying, John? I'm 0-1 for soldering. What were you trying to solder that didn't work out very well for you? Trust me, here soon it looks like I'm going to be doing a whole lot of soldering. I got like half a wiring harness for my new truck. So, I mean, doing a lot of soldering. Because I'm probably going to have to just end up cutting the rest of the harness out and redoing everything. Interesting. Like I said, I'm gonna have to redo that whole wiring harness on the truck. I gotta do that first. I gotta order parts here probably next week for it. So get it up and running so I can get ready to tow. You know, a lot of people are scared of wiring, John, but I mean, as long as you know where it's going, where it's coming from, and it's a good solid run, you're in good shape. So doesn't have to necessarily be pretty, but it's nice if it's pretty. I think I might wind this down a little bit early tonight. I'm not sure. I know I really cut it early last week when I had to run to the store. But I might need to cut this off a little early because I am getting eaten alive out here. I need to hurry up and get my little shop built. But anyway, I think I will cut this down a little early tonight. And I want to appreciate everybody that showed up. And if you weren't here for the first video, when we get done, jump back and look at the first video, and you get a good walk around of the truck. I just can't get the wiring to solder. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here because I think I've lost a pint of blood sitting out here in the last 15, 20 minutes. I need to get a bug light for out here for doing these lives. So I appreciate everybody for being here tonight. And I'm going to check out and going back in the house where the mosquitoes aren't. So next Monday, I'll know a little more about what's going on and about, Pale Horse, and if they're actually going to ship the fuel pump to me. Fuel pump's pretty slick. I'll show that in a video when I get that. So y'all have a good one, and I'll catch y'all next week. Take it easy, guys.